Okay, thanks for joining me today. I want to do something a little bit different with this video and go over a few quality of life mods that I've found recently that I think would make a huge difference in your gameplay. As you may have known, if you watched some of the beginning episodes, I have currently been playing up until this point with one mod installed. It's the BEP-NX mod, and I use that to increase the star count of my starting seed here. But there are a few more awesome quality of life mods that are going to fix potentially some of the biggest issues that I've been complaining about over the course of the game. And I want to caveat this by saying this is a phenomenal game. I'm at close to 100 hours already. I think the devs are doing an amazing job for an early access game. It's incredibly polished. But there are, as I think anyone who's played this game knows, a few really key quality of life features that would make this just way easier to play and potentially a little less frustrating in certain areas. So I wanted to pull up the mod program that I'm using. So I want to show it to y'all. This is R2 Modman. I got this on recommendation of the Dyson Sphere Program subreddit. I want to just kind of walk you through how to use this, how to install it, and a few mods that I found that are really, really valuable. So I'm sure that when I post this over on YouTube, it's going to be like top 5 mods that'll change your Dyson Sphere Program life or something like that. So I'll try to be a little less dramatic than maybe your average YouTube title. But there really are kind of 5 mods that I think have been really great. But when I started originally with just kind of how to install it, it's super easy. I'll include a download link in the description or whatever the Twitch equivalent of that is so that y'all can find this. As I said, I found it on the Reddit subreddit for Dyson Sphere Program, so this is not me trying to, throw a virus on your computer or anything. It came directly from the subreddit, and it seems like it's a relatively reputable source here. One cool thing about this mod manager too is that you can install different profiles. So I have just DSP1 is the name of this profile, but you can install as many profiles as you want to the best of my knowledge. So if you wanted to have a profile that was just quality of life mods versus a profile that was pretty, cheaty, changing gameplay mods, you could totally do that and just load up each one separately. So I think that's a really nice feature personally. It lets you kind of silo your different gameplay styles and make sure that you don't have to constantly go in and turn things on and off or uninstall certain things. So that's really nice. Once you have the actual modding program itself installed, it's super, super easy to install mods. So you're just going to one click right to download. It's going to automatically install everything for you. You're good to go. If you have any questions about kind of what the mod does beyond the description, you can go to view on website and it'll actually pull up that GitHub profile or whatever the modding platform is. I think it's Thunder or something. So if you know, feel free to comment and let me know. But one of the other things that I wanted to cover while we're here, now that we've looked at how to potentially install this, is actually what mods you should include. So you'll notice right away that this is the pinned mod. This is the mod framework that I was talking about earlier, BEP-NX. It's the mod plugin framework. I don't know if you have to have this for everything else to work, but I had it installed it manually just by pasting files into my directories. I went through and actually just re-downloaded it here and installed it. I think you probably need it for other things to work. So that's definitely something I would take a look at. Okay, moving on. Advanced Star Chart Navigation. Now, personally, I don't read any other languages besides English. So what I did here was, instead of trying to puzzle my way through the Chinese, was I just opened up the page and I went to the video. So there's a video on the page that explains how to use Advanced Star Chart Navigation. This is a really cool mod. I'm going to take you actually into the game to show you what it looks like here. So let's hop into the game. We're going to go to continue to pull up our last save. And let me just move that window out of the way real quick. There we go. So this mod, great quality of life feature. It lets you hover over a star. So say we wanted to go straight to our black hole here, right click on it, and you'll notice that it changes color. If I go back to my screen here, I start just kind of flying around the planet. Look at that red cursor. Oh my gosh. You can set up a way to navigate to any stars that you're interested in, and it provides this continuity between the star map and the in-game map. Hugely beneficial, right? This is super, super helpful. I really enjoyed having this mod. I think it makes life a lot easier if you're trying to actually navigate somewhere, which, as we know, in the mid to late game, that happens quite a bit. So great mod. There may actually be a few other features of that mod that I'm not aware of personally. Like I said, I don't read any variant of Chinese, so I just kind of hopped onto the page, went down to the video link and watched through the video a little bit. You can translate that page if Chinese, any, again, dialect of Chinese is not your native language. You can probably translate that page through Google Translate. I use Chrome as my browser, so it automatically suggested that. And I was able to kind of look through the translation enough to get a sense of how that would work. So definitely worth checking out if you, like me, have struggled to actually navigate to other planets and need a little bit of a help there. So other one I want to go over is CopyInserters. This one is, pretty self-explanatory, but this is a huge time save for as far as quality of life goes. When copying a building, it will copy the attached sorters as well. So if we go and give this a shot here, if I were to go over here, take this, copy it here, you'll see that the little sorter guys go along with it. If you plop it next to a belt, you will see it only places the sorter in a place that it makes sense to put it. So that's something that's really nice. You will automatically see that the sorter recognizes, oh, hey, we want a sorter on this side because there's a belt here, but no belt on this side, so we won't place that. So again, super simple thing, but think about how many times, literally probably hundreds of times just in the past like 4 or 5 days that I've been streaming this, you've noticed that this is a huge time saver. So it even rotates nicely. I've really played with this too much. Oh, hey, what did that just say? Tab will toggle your insert. Ooh, see, that's nice. So you can even toggle between CopyInserters and standard if you want to. So if you follow the channel, you'll know that I haven't really been playing with any of these mods on yet. I literally just downloaded them like 20 minutes ago. So I can't speak to stability with these mods installed. But these all seem like really, really helpful so far. Okay, so I'm going to go over MinerInfo. Shows the maximum miner output per second for all miners on a vein because we happen to be just right there. So let's take a look at this. I'm just going to pop the screen off again really quickly. There we go. So you'll notice it right over here. We kind of saw this already, but you're getting the miner's max output right here. And it shows under each vein to show how these individual buffs are working. So you can see that this copper vein is producing fewer units per second than our coal vein here. And our iron vein is also producing less than our coal vein. Fewer, rather, I guess. Stone isn't being utilized at all, or iron, so they don't have these, right? So again, it's a really minor thing, honestly, but nice quality of life feature if you're looking at kind of your output metrics and you want to see how that changes as you potentially add more belts or upgrade your belt speed. So, I mean, that'd be interesting to see right now. What happens if we do this? Are we going to see an input in our output speed? I'm not sure. No, probably won't because honestly, this must be your max output. I see. Max output is independent of your actual belts. It's just looking at how many actual mining machines you have around there. So I bet if we were to add a mining machine right here, see what happens. Yeah, so there you go. Now you're seeing that changes. We could be mining 13 per second, and now we're back down to 11.7 per second. So relatively minor quality of life improvement, but could make a huge difference if you're trying to really kind of min-max this game, and you want to get a sense of what your output looks like there. So I want to go over the last one really quickly, and I saved what I think might potentially be the best for last, although I really do enjoy the advanced star chart navigation. This is huge. This StarmapBuff thing, it's so simple, but you guys have seen how much I've been struggling with this. It lets you pin stars that you're looking for in the star map view, which is very similar to advanced star chart navigation, right? It's basically making it easier to translate from your star map view into actually kind of your general world view and navigate to points of interest that you found. But secondly, this view star details in the star map, I may have unintentionally shown it to you earlier when we hopped into the star map, but check this out. So we go to the star map, right? And y'all have seen me try to find specific resources to no avail, right? Oh, also, I didn't mention this. Potentially I did. Right click is how you capture and you set your target star to have that little red text show up. And then you right click again to get rid of it. But I don't know if you just saw that. Look at how I hovered over this. You see how this info panel changed? I'm going to hover over the neutron star, changed as well. So now, if you want to see the unique resources that are in any given star system, all you have to do is hover over them. Oh, it's so nice. So nice. Look at that. And it'll show you the unknowns. Super easy to use. So this is really, really helpful, I think, personally. You can also, like we said, just shift-click the star, and you'll see now it's pinned. Shift-click, unpinned, shift-click, pinned. So we want to pin that. We want to pin that. You saw how long it took me. I don't think I could. I literally do not think I could find them in the night sky. But now you'll see if we're zooming around or zipping around the planet and I pull back out a little bit to look at what we've pinned. Yep, I bet we'll be able to find them real fast. So, yep, there they are right there. 2 in the night sky that we were not able to find on our own. So, huge quality of life feature for us. We know that we're going to be going to one of those 2 pretty shortly to get our unipolar magnets. And now we know how easy it is to literally just zoom out and see, oh, they both have unipolar magnets right here. But the neutron star also includes fractal silicon and fire ice in its system, whereas the black hole only has fire ice. So maybe that's a sign we want to go this way instead. And it took 2 seconds. So really, really helpful feature. I'm also now just noticing this little menu up here. I have no idea what this does. What happens if I click on these things? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, this lets you highlight the different names. Okay, that's really cool. So check that out. I don't know, frankly, what any of these mean, but I bet we can figure them out. I wonder if that's blue giant, potentially. Yeah, because there's other blue giants there. What did I have turned on to see all the names? Okay, so now that is nifty. What does that do? I don't know. I'm not seeing any difference here, but now we can find all the blue giants. We could find, I think that's maybe black holes and neutron stars. Yep, that's what that looks like to me. This is maybe also blue giants, and then white dwarf. Do we have any white dwarfs in our save? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. One white dwarf over here. Cool. You see him? Oh, look at this little cutie. 31 light years away. Okay, cool. But that's. Oh wait, no, there's another one. 29. Okay, well, so not that much closer, but huge quality of life feature. This is really cool. If anyone knows what these other ones do, please feel free to let me know. Maybe, oh, you know what? This was O-type stars. I was mixing that up. O-type stars and blue giants. So that was my bad. But really neat quality of life feature here. If you're interested in making the star map a little bit easier to navigate there, I would highly recommend grabbing these mods and using them, because that has been really helpful for me. Other things to look at, obviously there's some more like explicitly cheaty stuff in here. I haven't found anything else that's, you know, super must have yet, but I'm still looking through this. I mean, smart tank, that's interesting. All sorts of cool stuff in here. So if you find a mod that you think is must have, feel free to hit me up, let me know, and I'm happy to update this list as we go through. One more important thing before I let you go. I didn't figure this out the first time I loaded this up. I downloaded my mods. I felt like, okay, I have my 5 mods installed. I'm good to go. I popped open Steam, started the game. None of this stuff worked. One thing to keep in mind, up here, you need to hit Start Modded directly through the mod manager for any of these mods to actually load properly. I actually think that's a really nice feature. It keeps like your Steam installation feeling super clean. It's all vanilla if you go through Steam, but you're not going to have any of your mods if you go through Steam. So just something to keep in mind. You want to go up here, hit Start Modded. In my instance, it took a little bit longer to load. We're talking, you know, a few seconds. Popped up like the Made by Unity little splash screen. But for the most part, really didn't have any impact on performance. It's going to be right here. So download some of these mods. I'd highly encourage you to check them out, see how they go for you and for your gameplay style. If you like that, don't forget to hit Start Modded, and let me know if there's any other mods that you see that you think are must-have that we definitely want to be using on this channel as we continue going along our journey here. So I'm going to hop off real quick. Got to start making dinner. East Coast time, it's past 5. Oh, if you've been also following along with our beer pairing for today's stream, today is 1E IPA. This is, again, part of this Oscar Blues collection. It's a 100-calorie hazy IPA. So if you are a little bit of a beer snob like myself, but you're also trying to make sure that you don't gain maybe an additional quarantine 15, or even if you're lucky enough to be on your original quarantine 15, then I highly recommend you check this out. It's a nice, just 4% ABV, pretty easy drinking. So I'm a fan, as you can tell. So I will see. I'm going to try to hop on a little bit later tonight, see if we can get a little more action done on whatever it is that we were working on. Honestly, I can't even remember. I need to start writing down notes at the end of the previous stream to know what we want to work on. But let me know how the mods go. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those either live on stream or we can go through them afterward. And I'll make sure to include a link to the actual mod manager down below. And you should be able to find all the mods within that kind of online mod section. So let me know how it goes for you, and I'll catch you later. Take it easy, guys.